been a while since I've actually sat down and recorded this. I know you guys just saw part 3, but I recorded that at the same time as part 2. I just broke up the editing because it would have been like a 2-hour long video. So here we are. I think this is it, right? Yes, this is where we're at. So because I just edited part 3, I know exactly what's going on. Kind of. So I don't really remember anything from parts 1 and 2, but definitely know part 3. The one thing I am confused about are these poems. I remember reading in part 3 that one poem. What was her name? Yuki? It's Yuki, right? Yeah, Yuki. Actually, all 3 of them. The only one. You know what? Never mind. Let's just keep going. We're still too early. I'm kind of seeing some horror type stuff, just with like some of the words that they're having us pick, and just the tone of these poems. I don't know how long this game is, but we're gonna keep going. I actually kind of want to play through it a second time, because this feels like one of those games that has multiple endings. Now, I haven't seen any gameplay of it. I just know it kept getting mentioned. I saw a few screenshots that might be spoilers, might not be. Don't know if they were from the game or if like fan people drew them or anything. I have no clue. I'm completely in the dark. I know this game is old, but you know, we're gonna keep going. I will say, even though I did just edit that one video, I don't remember everybody's voices, so you know, new voices again. Yay. Okay. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Okay, there we go. Reading it like we know what we're talking about. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, what was her voice? Hi, Rosie. That's her voice, right? Hi, Rosie. I think that's her voice. We stick with that. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Like, yo, my character be coming for Sayori, but Sayori is honestly probably the best one out of all of them, in my opinion. I would have chosen Sayori over any of these. She had the best poem. Her poem was real. She was hungry. She was staring at the sun. She loved it. I'm just saying, Sayori and me, I shouldn't be treating her like this. But let's keep going. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Like, so am I, Sayori. This is what, I don't know why you keep treating her so bad. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. This character. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Okay, alright, never mind. I got it. Yeah, no, Sayori don't have no money. Try and get me to buy all the snacks and stuff. Come on, Sayori, do better. What? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She ain't have to get nothing from me. She ain't prove nothing to me. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. Oh, this is right. Never mind. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all of your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. What is this? I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri. Did I call her Yuki earlier? Whatever I called her, I know it wasn't Yuri. I apologize. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell those aliens to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. What? Why does she talk like this? Why does she talk like this? Is it just me? Oh no. Silence. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I don't know how to make this noise. I guess that's right. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Did I read that right? I did something bad, now I have to accept the revolution. She said revolution. Okay, alright. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Yo, Yuri is creepy. I used to think she was cool, and she's kind of creepy. I'm not gonna lie. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Plop! What's a plop? What happened? Kaya! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Okay. Ow! What was that? Oh, what was? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Oh, Natsuki. She came through with the cookie. Yeah, absolutely. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Her restitution. She could not get this word right to save her life. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayuri hugs the cookie. She didn't even hug Natsuki, she hugged the cookie. Got it. Jeez, just eat it. Sayuri rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayuri suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Yo, Sayuri, you just had your own cookie. Come on, man. Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Yo, for some reason, this is weird to me, but like, just sharing a cookie with somebody randomly. Did she bring anybody else cookies? Did she only bring Sayuri cookies? Like, where's my cookie? Where's my cookie? We already know she's not bringing your cookie. They don't like each other. But still, where's my cookie? I ain't do nothing to her. Anyway, let's keep going. Sayuri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayuri off of her. Sayuri suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. What? Yo, how hungry is she? Is she not eating at home? Hey! Is that the heart? Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayuri trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayuri? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular, after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Alright, come on, Natsuki. That's not. Don't pretend. Suddenly, the door swings open. the door swinging open, guys. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. Sorry, I had to add some. I feel like that's how she would say it. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds so cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Rose Orange. Monica smiles sweetly. Why would she smile? She gotta do this whole thing every time. I don't understand. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki would end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like that? Why did I read that like that? Are we gonna leave that in? Let's leave that in. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, Nobody would come in the first place if it's a literature event. That's probably true, actually. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayuri is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. Why did I say it like that? Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Silence. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. Yo, Sayuri always being hungry is a little bit concerning. Like, I mean, it's cool when she just says it like 1 or 2 times and then she eats something and it's like, oh yeah, I'm good. I don't know. Is that the horror? Is she starving? I'm confused. Something's up with that. Did I read this? I'm reading again. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayuri is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayuri can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Are we about to switch places? Are we Sayuri? Oh wow, why are we close? Wow! I open my eyes to find Sayuri's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? Oh, no, wait. Wrong voice. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayuri. That's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayuri, it's written all over your face. All over you. Sayuri glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair. It's sticking out all around here. It looks fine. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayuri's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we got a crush on Sayuri. Like, you don't pay that much attention to people unless you got a crush on them. There's absolutely no way I'm paying that much attention to somebody without having a crush on them. I'm gonna just throw that out there now. But nobody would ever notice. Nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Oh gosh, this character is such a jerk. Hey, you meanie! And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayuri, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's rude. That's rude. That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Is this a thumbnail? I feel like this is a thumbnail. Hold on. I'm about to do a thumbnail. Alright, we got the thumbnail. I'm excited. I like this. Yeah, I don't even remember the last time I actually did a thumbnail, but this one's it. I like this. This is a good image. Alright. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Hold on, wait, I got sigh. Is that ASMR? Is that good? If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Oh my gosh. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. So, why does it feel strange to see Sayuri's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayuri hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. That's so much better. Sayuri puts her arms out and twirls. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. That's true. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayuri. Ah, but I wasn't joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Rose Orange, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayuri still trots away to retrieve her poem. Who should I show my poem to first? Oh. Okay. Who did I show it to first last time? I can't remember. I literally just... It wasn't Monica. Was it Yuri or Natsuki? I think it was Natsuki. So I showed to Natsuki first the last time. Let's go to... Come on. I like Sayuri's. Let's start off with a bang. Silence. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Rose Orange. I love it. Especially after yesterday's poem. You're too honest sometimes, Sayuri. No, but really, I want to put this on my wall. Can I? Sayuri, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Oh, I see. I see what they just did there. That's cute. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Rose Orange poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayuri hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayuri. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Yo, that's like the second time somebody said that she was going to get hurt. Like, what? I'm confused. Like, maybe it's just me looking too much into it because I'm waiting for the horror. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know. Maybe. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll keep trying. But I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayuri. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayuri, that's unexpectedly poetic. That was pretty poetic. I see why she's in literature club. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Rose Orange. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? So we had some technical difficulties. My game completely crashed when I tried to look at this poem the last time, and I hadn't saved. You guys didn't see a single save. But we're back here again, and we're about to read Sayuri's poem. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping, I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the towel between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Oh, so she's not happy. She is definitely not happy. Holy crap. Sayuri, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Yeah, she is not happy. That was not a good poem. She just pretended to be happy for her friends. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. That's the wrong word. Oh no. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. No. You need to talk to your friend. Talk to your friend. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm going to keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayuri's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Oh, okay, who's next? Let's do Natsuki, Yuri, Monica. Who did we do first? So we did Natsuki first the last time, then we did Yuri afterwards. Let's do Monica. Hi again, Rose Orange. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going too bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with the masterpiece. Oh, let's save, because I don't want any other. There we go. We saved. Let's go. Ha 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 ha! I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Silence. Alright. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayuri would like. Is that so? You and Sayuri are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayuri and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I could tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy could enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony, I don't know what that word is, of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, great waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent, oh my gosh. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What? Okay. Let's save again. Alright, we saved. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how you space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what's it about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. The poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Oh, shoot. Alright, cool. Let's go back. We just saved, but let's save again. There we go. You never know when you might change your mind. Oh, okay. Or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Oh, they're breaking the fourth wall. Got it. Got it. Love it. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I'm nervous. Are we getting to it? Are we getting to the meat? Let's save Yuri for last. Let's save Yuri for last. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take it as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Ha 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 ha! Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing, and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me not to completely miss the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayuri's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayuri has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggling, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. Oh. Huh. Huh. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Oh gosh. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone else likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. What is happening? What is happening? I'm about to show y'all every save because I'm really upset at that crash. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. She wants to make people think, not just feel. Okay, she said remember that, so I'm guessing that's important. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Alright, let's see what you've written for today. Silence. This is pretty good, Rose and Ange. Were you influenced by seeing everyone's writing styles yesterday? I guess you could say that. I was also a bit surprised by how differently everyone writes. So I respect you for trying new things. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader and see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is it the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. This handwriting, man. I don't know whose is worse. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phases and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feel myself again. What? Oh. Okay. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. Clearly, that was... Is she cut? I'm trying to figure... So I'm guessing Sayuri is definitely depressed. Sayuri is definitely depressed, and she's just putting on the front for everybody else. Natsuki, not sure, but it sounds like she just has issues with other people. and that just puts her in a bad mood. Monica is just, I think, under a lot of pressure, and Yuri is interesting. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Are you serious? You know what? Let me save, because he just not. I don't like this character. I don't like this character. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Okay, so she probably does cut then. I think that's what that was about. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh? That's funny. Silence with a question mark. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Eh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seems like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could come sit in the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? Natsuki, stop complaining. Just go to the festival. It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayuri has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayuri's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayuri, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayuri. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask of them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. Silence. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's all about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Do you want to share that with others? Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Silence. Silence. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayuri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayuri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but silence. It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Yeah. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Silence. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Ha ha ha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I'm nervous for this festival. This sounds horrible. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. Alright, I think this is where we're going to end this episode. We're going to pick up the next one here. Mainly because I have a feeling. I just have a feeling. Alright. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later.